Dear viewers from home and about, as they say, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Here is our guest who is going to talk to us about his journey in film. Welcome. Tell us about yourself and maybe tell what you're doing currently. Yeah, tell.
So thank you, Nation, for having me. Very happy to be part of your interview. So my name is David Kenneth Obote. I'm the founder and the CEO of Filamu Mitaani Film School and Filamu Mitaani TV. So basically, Filamu is a grassroots media organization that produces audio visuals. We produce human interest documentaries and films, and our goal is also to mentor young people. That is through the Filamu Mitaani Film School, where we mentor young people and women. I'm a film director. I'm a mental health advocate, and I'm a life coach. I'm also an agribusiness consultant. So that's basically what I do. So in agribusiness consultants, also run a company called Smart Farm Africa, whereby we are creating solutions for farmers in Africa, either through budgeting, enabling them to produce. Like we are looking for market. It's also markets for our clients as well. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so here we are interested to know about the more about Film Mitaani, Filamu Mitaani. So may you allow us to know for how long have you been running Filamu Mitaani?
So I've been running Filamu Mitaani for the past 5 years. I think this is the 5th year I've been running the Filamu Mitaani. I started Filamu Mitaani back in 2016. But of course, in terms of going out there, people getting to know what it is, that was back in 2017. We were able to produce films. And when I was running Filamu Mitaani, my goal was to mentor young people. So I could just, if actually I was a director, I was everything. I was a tilaperi, and actually sometimes I still operate as tilaperi, being the director, the scriptwriter, actor. But at some point now I'm not acting. Yes, I have also a team of young people that I work with that I also mentor. So they get to work with me as well in terms of doing the camera work, doing the production. And our goal as well, you find most of the films that we produce as Filamu Mitaani is basically to talk about the mental health. And that is what we've been advocating for. When you find us talking about as real stories and human interest films as well. Yeah, so that is all about Filamu Mitaani. And so we also do productions for companies. We've done productions for Osho Chemicals and other organizations as well. That is in Kenya.
Okay, so what strengths do you have that you believe you can make a very great director here in Kenya?
One, I'm very decisive. Two, I know how to work with people. Because when you are a director, you know you have to understand the people you're working with. And then three, I'm a planner. In as much as I take time to plan things, because I'd rather not just execute something without a plan. So I'm a planner. Then number four, I must say that I'm full of vision, and you find that I'm looking at the next 5 years, I'm looking at the next 2 years, or the next month. What am I going to do? What is the project? Because that is what makes a good director. When you have a film, and what is the audience? So you find I spend a lot of time researching, in as much as I'll have the script being written by someone else or I write, but I research more into the future of content. So that is what will make me good, become a good director. Yes.
Okay, so another question is, do you have any weakness that you are actively working to improve on?
Wow, that's an amazing question, because a lot of people ask me that. One. Actually, I've been struggling for the past 5 years. I'm not good at in terms of time, so I'd rather be ahead of that time, arrive there early, and then because I've been used to the one setting deadlines. So how do I do that? I enable other people to set the deadlines for me, rather than me setting the deadlines, because when I set the deadlines, it catches up with me. So I have like people who supervise what I do. It's like, when you get to a point whereby you are a CEO of a certain brand, there's that aspect when you feel like you're managing everything. So I have to let other people to be responsible to other people, to respond to them, to tell them, this is my program, so what do you think? Then they ask me, what is the deadline? So you find that they'll always be reminding me about the deadline. Yeah, I think that's the only thing I'm struggling with for now. And yeah, true, good, yeah.
So that's a weakness. So I want to know about the biggest challenge you're facing in the industry. So what you've just said is
And
just a weakness.
yeah, and also procrastination. But I think
Mm-hmm.
it is procrastination. I think I should have used this particular term, procrastination.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of time I'm good at it. But when it comes to things that involve deadline, I'm still working on that because yeah.
Okay, is there any particular moment or memory that stands out for you in this
Ah,
journey?
in this journey, yeah, yes, there's a lot. There's moments we've spent money, gone broke, because that is what film is all about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I must say I'm still not rich because we are still chasing that dream, and we are not there yet. So you spend a lot of time buying money to buy your equipment, uh, and then you find that one of the most interesting thing is. Um, People really don't understand what your vision is. You're the one now to stand for it, believe in it. So there are moments where I've pitched ideas and people really don't like it, but I always believe in it. So those are the memories I hold so dearly. And I always say to myself that if people don't like this idea, then it is really good. When they don't like it, it means people don't fight something that is bad. Something that is good, people fight it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you find I spend a lot of time working on things that people oppose. People, yeah. Even with the Filamu Mitaani film school, a lot of people say that it is impossible. But when I was able to do the first cohort and then do the second cohort, I said, this is not a good idea.
Yeah.
But be careful at some point whereby you can only be cheating to yourself that something is good. So you have to research a lot. And another memory is that there are moments whereby I've experienced burnout with the work. So yeah, that can actually not work, actually not reason well in terms of doing other things. So those are the memories. So I had to go back and then restructure my program. That was the early days when I was starting, because when you're a director, you're trying to put your house in order, but every time you put this one, another one comes on the other end. You want to fix this, another one there. So I think those are the memories that I hold so dearly. But actually, I'm a work in progress. I'm not there yet, but I'm a work in progress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then from the label from your t-shirt, we see Filamu Mitaani TV. So is there any difference between Filamu Mitaani TV and Filamu Mitaani School?
Yeah, there's just a difference. The difference is this one is involved in production. The t-shirt I'm wearing, the Filamu Mitaani TV, is involved in production. The other one is basically we are taking a film school at the grassroots level. Iko Kwale kwa mitaa. There's a film school that exists within our reach, because the whole concept was to make it affordable for people to attend the film school, because you find that lots of film schools are so expensive, and people are thirsty for knowledge. So how do we make sure that these people get the knowledge? So that is an expansion of the Filamu Mitaani TV. Yeah.
And how do you ensure that people know about you? Like, let's say I want to join the school. Like, what do you use to inform people that there's this Filamu Mitaani thing?
I try as much as possible, because you find a lot of things. People even called me Filamu Mitani, because that's what happens when you're a CEO. You have to be the brain behind the brand.
Yeah.
So they look up to you. They say, "This is you." So first, I have to present myself as the CEO of that particular brand. Either wear the merchandise, talk about it in events. So I network in the events. I tell people I'm running this. I use the social media, and then let me tell you, there's that power of social media. Sometimes you might be posting something. I know a lot of people are fascinated with the likes and the following, but be careful. Sometimes there are people who are looking at your work. They're analyzing your work. I've received lots of calls from people who have watched and seen my work, yet haven't seen them even engaging in my post. So people see your work, and there are people who are like following your work slowly by slowly, step by step. So I use the social media a lot, LinkedIn, Facebook. So I network a lot. So and then because the brand is on the grassroots level, so I take a moment of sometimes to run free initiatives that will enable people to attend, at the same time now sell the whole concept to them. Yeah.
Okay. So is there any achievement or contribution that you're most proud of?
Wow, I'm proud of several achievements, I must say, in my life. But I know I'm not there yet. I'm a work in progress. One, back in 2017, I was featured in East Africa reality show on farming.
Oh, wow.
Where I got to represent Kenya in farming. So I was number 3 in East Africa, then I was number 1. But we got to shoot the show from 2016 for like 1 year, so it premiered the following year. Another one, I got interviewed by BBC on Young People Are Making Impact. at the grassroots level. That was back again in 2017. I must say, also, yeah, as a production company, we've received lots of nominations. There are films we did 2 years ago where we got nominations. Even this year, there's a one 2 weeks. I think that was last week actually. We were nominated for a film called the Foxton Films Award. Our film was called Making It Right, which of course I was the director. It was written by Ryan Okello. And the Ryan was also the producer, but I was executive producer of the production. So we've done a lot of production and those are the things I'm proud of. Last week also there was Hilary Ngweno conference.
Yeah.
So I shot, directed and produced a documentary on Hilary Ngweno. So that is something I'm also proud of, when it was being screened and a lot of people getting to watch. That is something I've always wanted, people to come and watch the content that I produce. And then you see the style of my production a little bit different from what other people expect. Yeah, thank you.
So in the Filamu Mitaani school, so what do you do there? Do you nurture talent? Do you nurture actors or filmmakers only, journalists? What do you do there?
Basically, we've captured all of them, and we've curated the content in such a way that when you are in the media, you can really understand, in as much as it's a film school, because in the media you interact with the documentary. And for now we are work in progress, because when you're director you'll be working with actors, you'll be working with a journalist, so it means acting is still part of the process. And we are also working with non-media students and people also interested in media, or people are interested in having their own ventures in the film industry, or just starting their own production houses. So you find we've structured a way that we have captured diverse audience. Yeah.
And do you think the students in your school are smart, that they can maybe at some point be better than you? Or...
Exactly, and that will be my joy. You know, some of the people when they start this kind of program, they are really selfish. So you find me, I'm all out there to make an impact. It doesn't matter whether someone has achieved something more than me. It doesn't matter whether they'll be better than me. One, because I know those are my networks. I'll say those are my networks, because they say your network is your net worth. So those are my networks. When I need a production to be done, that person has made it, be able to help me. And yes, some of them have achieved and become better, but that doesn't stop me from continuing mentoring other people, because I think that is my purpose. I was born for that, and I believe in the power of seeds, whereby able to just put a seed in someone's life. One day it will yield some good fruits. Yeah.
Okay, so far, is there any student who has maybe won him or herself a scholarship through your school?
Yes. One of them was actually was the best student in cohort 1. He has won a scholarship for us to do the masterclass. But actually, I'm also impressed with his work, because he did only the beginner course. And then a month ago, there was clashes in Laikipia. He got hired by some of the media stations to go and do the camera work. So he's making money out of what the little money he spent in learning. And then he also networked with a lot of people. Yes, there are also others who are doing good productions after the film school. Others were doing, but now when they came to the film school, it was like an eye opener to the opportunities that exist in the film industry. Yeah.
And do you only admit students who are taking media related courses, or you are taking anyone?
We are taking anyone. Like, it doesn't matter whether you have passion. We like, let me say, one of the things that I basically do in the film school is to try to ignite the passion. Sometimes that passion has died. We try to ignite the fire of just you to understand that you can also make it. You can also become a content creator. You can become a producer. You can become anything through our film school.
And we see most of the students here in this generation, we have the kind of parents who are saying, oh, don't do this course, because what are you going to talk about the parents? Like, there are some parents who don't believe in film courses, So have you ever faced such a student who comes to you and say, oh, I want to learn, but my parents is like this? Have you ever come across?
No, I've never seen a student, but of course, one of the most interesting things I've seen, students, when they come to me, they say they're doing a different course, but they want to do so. They'll make that sacrifice of coming to the school, because they need that extra skill. Let me tell you, the world that we are in today, if you don't have one or more than one skill, you can't survive.
Exactly.
And you need to have a skill in production. You have to have a skill in media. You have to have a skill in a course different from, because that is what will feed you. You see, the things you do when you're in your first and second years that brings you money, that is what you will do in your entire life. Not in what you are studying. Are we together?
Yes.
Because young people are believe in, or the society has believed that you only need to get the white collar job so that you make it in life. How about if you become the entrepreneur? How about instead of climbing the ladder, you own the ladder? So I think that's what I'm trying to do with the film school. That it doesn't mean that you have to be doing that particular course that you come to my school, because we accept everyone, and I've never placed a regulation that you have to be having this kind of qualification to be part of us, so long as you have the interest and you're willing to learn and the passion. My name is David Kenneth. I'm the founder and CEO of Filamu Mitaani Film School. So the film school is a new way of transforming the society and impacting the young people with skills and the knowledge how to tell great stories in Africa. Of course, the young people that are graduating today, it's a big dream, and it's a dream come true for me to see them graduate today and also go ahead and even start their own production houses.
My name is Redemptor NGR. The film has really impacted me. Like right now, I'm assured to have the skill of taking photography with all the essentials. And I can also script write, especially documentaries, my favorite part. And also directing.
I think going forward, we're going to do more, and we are looking forward to growing more young filmmakers in Africa. Thank you.
Real stories.
So, is there anything else you would like to share with me and maybe audience out there?
What I've learned to say is that start. An opportunity only comes once. There'll never be an opportunity anywhere else than the one you have currently, and you'll never be young forever, because when you're young, you get support from everyone. But once now you get to grow older, it becomes you and the world, so you have to be facing that. And then we are at the best time of the century, whereby we can actually market what we do something, grow it, become the CEO of something, rather than waiting for someone to come and tell you how to do it. Start. No matter how short it is when it comes to the film and content creation, start something. You will make a lot of mistakes. Let me tell you, every master was once a beginner. So if you're waiting for that moment to be perfect, release your gift to the world. Nobody cares. In as much as it will be bad, they'll tell you, those people will criticize you negatively. The others will say, good job, I'm proud of you, you will improve. There are those who will just throw your content away, don't want to listen. But before you make it, just understand that there are 1,000 arrows that are thrown towards a bull's eye, and because that means that it has missed 100 misses before it hits the bull's eye. So just continue hitting the bull. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. It's been nice being here with you. Yeah. Maybe you can share with us your Twitter handles, your social media platforms.
Wow. So you can follow us on Facebook, and Facebook you can follow me, David Kenneth, and Instagram at dir_Ken. That is Instagram. Twitter at David Ken Obote. Now for the social media platforms, so Filamu Mitaani TV, that is on Facebook, Filamu Mitaani, Instagram, together with on Twitter at Filamu T. Twitter, the film school is at Filamu Film. That is where you can get the film school. Follow it on all social media, but Filamu Mitaani Film School. Yes, you can Google us.
Okay, thank you very much. It's been me, Nation Kabbalah, and him, Kenneth. Bye.